Hello, we're back for another Avatar The Last Airbender traditional draft. And the rare here is not good. Three different colors for a 2/4. That doesn't do anything when it enters the battle. The triggers are something that require your cards to be airbent, it looks like. I mean, the payoff is pretty nice. Each creature you control getting 1/1s is nice, but I'm just going to take Aang the Last Airbender here. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. At a minimum, that air bends something back. Good tempo. Nice for the go wide. White decks, green white, red white, etc. I'm looking at TLA and Fire Nation Cadets to see if they wheel, to see if we can do red white aggro. And if not, then Boomerang Basics or Lost Days or Compassionate Healer for some of them slower decks. I'm more controlling. That being said, someone passed Rain and Shaw. I'm going to be looking for ways to get lessons in the graveyard. I don't think Young will wheel. Someone will take this. And if the Fire Nation Cadets wheel, which is entirely possible, they'll also get payoffs from lesson cards being in the graveyard. If this is a 5 mana 4/4, that makes it a 5 mana 4/4. And they have Firebending 4 when they attack. And they can pump themselves. That's awesome. There's not many other dragons in the set. I think you can basically count on having 0 dragons besides this card. But besides Rain and Shaw, we have Young. What else do we have? Deadly Precision is solid. And then the rest is underwhelming. Combustion Technique is a fantastic lesson. One of the best. Firebending lesson. And combustion techniques are the lessons I want to see the most. They're cheap. They are removal. And they're pretty good rate. You know, at worst, this is a 2 mana, 2 damage spell. But can do as much as 3 or 4 damage realistically. Deserter's Disciple, I will run. This can poke through the remaining damage. And Rough Rhino Cavalry is bad. Besides that, we don't have much else in this pack. Water Tribe Captain will be runnable if we end up red-white. My Jaded Edge is alright. It's a playable. It's maybe a bit above average. So we'll take it here over Vindictive Warden. Boomerang Basics is a early lesson. We don't know that we're blue-red necessarily. Dragonfly Swarm, honestly, would be the pick if we're doing red-blue lessons. Do we actually like Dragonfly Swarm so much we'll give up Jai? Just the thing is we'd have to give up Aang. And we don't know that we're going to be red-blue specifically. This leaves us more open to being mono-red or red-white. Or red-green. So let's take Mai. There is Airbending Lesson. I absolutely will take that. That's a lesson card in the graveyard. So it fits nicely into what we're trying to do. Destined Confrontation, not what we're trying to do. I don't think we want any of these lands. And Waterbender Ascension, I think, is one of the worst Ascensions. Lightning Strike, we absolutely will take. It's not a lesson, but it's a 2 mana, deal 3 damage to any target spell. So it's flexible in that it can be used to remove a creature or to finish off the opponent if they're at 3 life. Which is typically the game plan of our red decks. Cunning Maneuver, unfortunately, is not a lesson, but I don't think we're playing Rabaru Trap, and Fire Nation Raider is just the most replaceable 4-drop in red, I feel like. Let's open up 17 lines and see what is wheeling soon. Treetop Freedom Fighters is great. We'll take it. I mean, not great, but good. We need a 3-drop. It's 2 bodies. We have the potential to be aggressive with this deck for sure. 17 lands is bugged. It won't show us. Oh, TLA is here. Fire Nation Cadets unfortunately did not wheel, but TLA is a solid. Not reconciliation. Conciliatory. Whoa, Young wheeled. We are going to be playing lessons, so I think the peak might be fine if we don't end up with too many Fire Nation Cadets. Or the ally that gives indestructible when he sacks himself. So we'll take Young. I don't know that Young is crazy. Like, he is understated, expensive. We'll take Water Tribe Captain. Put him in the sideboard for now. He is understated. And he can only target lessons for copying. But payoff is high. This is the one when I was talking about that sacks himself to make other allies indestructible. And we do have ally, a decent amount of allies, but it's obviously got to be the Legend of Roku. 4/4 flyer deck. We hope to wheel either TLA again or Earth Kingdom Protectors or Path to Redemption. I presume we'll get something out of this pack that will be playable because the Vindictive Wardens is also here. It's hard to mention all 4 or 5 of these cards are gone. We really don't want to run this, so we really only want one of these 4, but Legend of Roku is fabulous. We'll take it. Water Tribe Rallier is going to give us some water bending if we ever play out and don't curve out and kill the opponent. So I don't mind grabbing that. So allies for her are going to be a bit tricky. We have less allies than normal. It's Young, Aang, and Treetop Freedom Fighter. So only 3 hits right now. But I do think we take that over Path to Redemption. We also do just need 2 drops. So this is less good than it normally is, but it's still, I think, a good enough pickup. We take it over Path to Redemption. Jet Freedom Fighter is great. We'll take that over Deserters, Disciples, and hope this wheels, but this was missing from the last pack. Yip Yip is also a lesson, so if I get either Yip Yip or Deserters, Disciple, I'll be content. Union Archers is not, I'm not crazy about. Let's take an ally here. It helps us go wide if it dies into a 1/1. I don't love it, but it is playable. And here we'll pick up Razor Rings. If we wanted to, we could go mono red here, but I feel the white just right here, just even these 2 cards, adds a good amount of power. And the awkwardness with mono red is you're not always hitting, 5 drops and 4 drops with this. Like, you have a lot of early drops, 2 drops where you're paying 3 mana or 7 mana for a 2 or 3 drop. Maybe even a Fire Nation Cadet. This is a lesson. Let's take it over Earth Kingdom Soldier, which isn't even an ally. Let's put that over here, put this back in the curve. The last Agni Kai is awkward. We can't fight well in red, and this isn't a lesson. So let's take Deserter's Disciple. We need 2 drops. This will help push through damage. This is nicest with like the Fire Nation Cadets, where we're getting firebending through. Speaking of getting firebending through, we can do that now with a firebending student. Prior to playing a non-creature, we tap Deserter's Disciple, firebending student. Gives us at least firebending 1, and if we played non-creatures before that, get even more. If this weren't here, we take Compassionate Healer, but I typically like this in waterbending decks because a 2/2 can be harder to get through. Question is, do we have enough allies to make Earth Kingdom Protectors good, or do we just want another TLA Acrobat? I think it's got to be Earth Kingdom Protectors. We have 1, not an ally, 2, 3. Probably enough targets for this. Nothing in this pack for us, unfortunately. Yep, we absolutely will take. I think another Deserter's Disciples would be fine. But we want Lessons in the Graveyard. Union Archers is awkward because there are a lot of X1s in the set. Pox Bears dies into X1s. Kyoshi Battlefan makes a 1/1. And this has got to be Hakoda. So allies are going to be even more heavily prioritized here. We can fetch them with Water Tribe Rallier, and Hakoda can play them from the top. This pack has a lot of cards we would play, though. Twin Blades, TLA, Razor Rings, Water Tribe Rallier, and then Gather the White Lotus is maybe even something we could do. We have enough early red that it's going to be pick number 4 or 5 behind, I think. Razor Rings, Water Tribe Rallier, and TLA or Twin Blades. The Cave of Two Lovers is so good. We'll absolutely take it here. We're not going to try and splash Soka. This is so much value. 2/1/1 tokens, a 3/3 Earthbent land, and fetching a mountain is relevant even in the aggro red decks. Hitting that 5th and 6th land can help you squeeze in some extra plays. We'll see if the Pox Bears wheels. It's maybe the only thing we play from this pack. We'll take another lesson. We will take another lesson. Another Cave of Two Lovers. Don't mind if I do. I wouldn't mind another Razor Rings here. And our 4-drop slot is getting heavy, but ooh, that's crazy. Fire Sages is a fabulous second pick, but we gotta take Iroh. We can even fetch him up as an ally, protect him with our King Protectors, and cast him from the top of our deck with Hakoda. I think one more Abandoned Attachments. Our lesson payoffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is an ally. Maybe we do take the ally. Maybe 2 Abandoned Attachments is too many. Nah, let's take one more. Vindictive Wardens, he's not an ally, but Kyoshi Warriors is. We have such a heavy 4-drop slot, though. Vindictive Wardens, maybe we don't play him. Deserter's Disciple, we'll take that's an ally 2-drop. And now the deck looks pretty solid. We can probably cutting maneuver for Yip Yip. Put this kind of like in our removal pile. I doubt Rough Rhino Cavalry makes it. And now we look at what our cuts are going to be. Water Tribe Rallier, these guys. My. No, that's just awful, right? So heavy 4-drop slot, but other than that, the deck looks solid. I guess the last deficit is that we have ally payoffs, like Earth Kingdom Protectors, and we have a number of cards that aren't allies. So maybe TLA is actually cut here. For that reason. Abandoned Attachments, we got 2. Mine is still good. These are allies. You can push through Firebending. Lesson Removal, that stays. Razor Rings might go. And so as far as lesson payoffs go, we don't have the Fire Nation Cadets. It's just going to be Rain and Shaw. And this card is still playable as a 5-mana 4/4 that doesn't copy itself. So 1 Abandoned Attachments is up for cut. As is 1 Razor Rings. So our removal looks like this if we put Jet over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a combat trick. I kind of like Razor Rings, though. Is it water? Not Water Tribe Rallier. Is it the Pox Bears? This is an ally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we want to cut 2-drop. But this is our worst 2-drop. Let's cut Razor Rings. We'll see if we feel like we are missing out by not having it. And do we want to go heavier red or white? We've got 2 double red pips here. We have an early Earth King Protector, so we have more red than white early drops. So 9-8 in favor of mountains does seem correct. All right, I'm excited to play this deck. No true drop, but this is keepable. We'll start with plains since we have the 1-drop. Pass. So I can't see we have yip. We do get a 2-drop. It's a pretty good one. Like that. If he spends his removal on that, that means Iroh might get to live. So I think that's better than playing Combustion Technique on his Compassionate Healer, and I want to save that card for the rare 2/2. That gave him so much life in cards last game. Young. Okay. Maybe also kill Young instead. No block. Let's attack back. I don't think he's seen yip yet. We play Iroh. Give him oh, we played that post combat, so Iroh doesn't go off. E. Earth Rumble Restless. We're just gonna have to take 4 here. We're gonna attack in again with both guys here. All 3 guys actually. I guess Treetop Freedom Fighters would trade with 3 toughness. Okay, yip. This is better than water bending with water bending, I believe. Now, if we keep drawing the lands, will I feel the same way? I don't know. Probably not. He is going to be able to copy whatever lesson he casts next. Combustion Technique is now at a point where we can cast it for 3 power, at 3 damage. So that was another motivation behind that Yip Yip play instead of tapping end of his turn. It's also awkward if we try to hold up all our creatures for Water Tribe Rallier's effect. What's he gonna do? Gonna copy Airbending Lesson, draw 2 cards. Airbend 2 tokens. Oh no, he might just make a 1/1 here. He let the Firebending mana expire. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Okay, well. And so I started blasting. One, two, three, four, five. I'm going to give him a 1/1 to make a 2/2. Yeah. We can water bend with our bodies. Yoshi Warrior. That was wild play. He's straight up missing a 1/1 he could have played. So let's play another land. Let's let a 2-power creature that we're not going to block with attack. And give him a 2/2 to make a 3/3. I don't think so. Let's just attack with the Water Tribe Rallier. 3, 5, 1, 5. I guess no attacks actually. 3, 5, 1, 5. So we never should have tapped that Disciple. Alright, well. Rand and Shaw, bottom of the deck. Young, Legend of Roku, and Lightning Strike also at the bottom of the deck. I guess we didn't need to do that. We didn't need to tap like that. We could have tapped them once and done this. Decline for sure. And hold up Razor Rings. Okay, that's alright. That's alright. I think we take 3 here and use Razor Rings on Appa. is cool. Is Dakota better? I mean, let's just not die in the air, right? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Aang's journey is fine to see. He doesn't have shrines, so this is just gain 2 life, play a land. Okay. Yip yip and we're dead. Cunning maneuver and we're dead. Well, I think that's about it. How to start a riot and we're dead. And we live. Lightning strike and we're dead. And he's 1 mana short of creating a ally token. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see what we hit off Water Tribe Rallier first. Okay. Those are on the bottom. And now I think we can start giving him mountains. One, two, three, four, 5. I guess we don't attack yet. Is that crazy? Two, 4, 6, 7. He goes to 4. I think it is crazy not to attack. Goes to, yeah. He needs 2 things, but that would do it. If he can remove Aang and our ally token. If he can fly, that's not enough. If he can give menace, that's not enough. And he's doing desperation draws. That's nice to see. The glider would kill us here. 3 mana, airbend, creature. Okay, that's fine. Wait, gather the White Lotus, but 3 again, even though he's got like 10 lands. I think this is actively bad in his deck. He's running these lands that don't count as plains, so. Yeah, we should have tapped this first. That, I don't think made sense. And he's just dead from damage here. Ooh. Deck made it through some not great draws. The Water Tribe Rallier is fabulous for games like that, where we're hitting these lands and we're in board stall and we can go find some action. So I'll pause and resume when we find our final boss. We are back. Final boss. We have a 2-3-4 curve out. So we'll keep this. Opponent is on the play. And has one too many, it looks like. 41 cards. Scry 1. He doesn't like it, you know. Maybe we just ran one less card. Wouldn't have to scry that bottom. That bottom card wouldn't even be in this deck. Who knows? Okay. Anyways, he's red. At least it looks like. I'm assuming red-green. He's playing Rumble Arena. Let's get our users disciple out here. This is nice to see. We have a lot of 1/1s. Like the Cape 2 Lovers will make one, for example, and trade nicely. So I think I'm just going to take this and wait for our 1/1. He is, in fact, red-green. We guessed correctly off Rumble Arena. Uh-oh. Earthbender Ascension. One of the scariest rares to see. I think it's hard to play it wrong. Okay, so let's play Pyro pre-combat. We need to not make that mistake again. Smack him for 2. We have no enchantment removal in our deck, so we're just going to have to try and outvalue Earthbender Ascension. Toph after Earthbender Ascension. This guy's deck is good. We're just going to have to take 4. We don't have to take 3. We do have the Cape 2 Lovers, but the Cape 2 Lovers will also eventually Earthbend us 3 here. And if he taps Rumble Arena to play like Cunning Maneuver, then we can potentially attack him. Okay, Cave of 2 Lovers time. We're not blocking with these 2, so let's send them in. We probably should have done this post-combat. Give him a 1/1 so we can get a 2/2? Sure. Or 3/3 actually, because he hasn't cracked the food token. Which he should have done, like in response to Iroh. love to see some of our more expensive cards here in the near future. We're going to have a guaranteed 7 lands with the mountain we pop off. Cave of Two Lovers. We absolutely will trade for Toph here. If he's got +2/+2 or +3/+1, and we'll take it. He does have kind of Mountain. That is a lot of lands. It's too many lands, to be honest. I guess we're not the beatdown. So let's just play our Kingdom Protectors. Give him our 1/1. Get a 3/3 response and chill. Our 2/2s will block. These are both allies. Will block his 1/1s. Earth Rumble Wrestlers have entered the battlefield. This card is not great, and Ruffians are not great. So now I feel a little bit better about his deck. I was scared when I saw Earthbender Ascension into Toph, but it's not all gas. When we give him Earth Kingdom Protectors here, we'll just take 3. I don't think we take 3. I think we do give him. Well, Indestructible is going to be pretty good. What if we give him the Disciple? Please try and fight. Use Rebuke. Or Allies at last. With Toph. Okay, he does not. What's Earthbend a mountain? You can play Jet here. Well, something that we're not attacking. So I guess let's go to combat. If we gave him a 3/3, we'd make a 4/4. It would have been better to go to combat. If it kills any creature. No, he counts himself, so that's fine. And now, since he doesn't have sack lands, I think we can give him a land here. For another ally. So that's how we're going to deal with Flood. Hopefully he doesn't have draw spells, so he can like cast off that. He does have a clue token he can crack. But typically, green-red is going to have less draw than color pairs like blue and white. Yikes, Secret Tunnel is going to be unblockable. If he gets to Earthbend it, that'll be scary. If he doesn't Earthbend it, then he can target allies. Do lands share a creature type? So that they can be made unblockable by Secret Tunnel, or no? Because this just says land creature. And this is not a basic. This is a land creature. Does land creature count as a type? I'm gonna have to look that up. Land and creature do not count as a shared type, blah blah blah. Secret tunnel. Land, just like creature, is a card type, not a creature type. Okay. Turtle bird. Another mountain. Another mountain. I should tap this. Now we have a 5/5. We'll probably stop giving them lands. At least for the time being. But a 5/5 will be big enough to block the Turtle Talk in Rumble Arena. Boomy is scary. He's gonna Earthbend onto his Rumble Arena and make it A8. Nope, he's gonna make that unblockable. Now we're in serious trouble, serious danger. It's a pretty good reason to be red, green. What do we have for that? We have Razor Rings. We have Airbending, which is not great. And Combustion Technique if we have enough lessons in the graveyard. Guess we give him another tap land. We need more bodies. That is going to be death. We can't blow up either of those guys. What type do they share? Ally? Oh god. Okay. We drew too many lands. For Boomy. I mean, Boomy's entering the battlefield and attacking. It's already rough. I think we still do make that change. Okay, we can do it. Boomy's not unbeatable. This is got our best card. And we've got a 1/2. Buckle my shoe. it Cave of Two Lovers or The Legend of Roku first? It's gotta be Roku first, right? Threaten him with Cunning Maneuver. We either get 1 free damage or nothing happens. We have Vigilance here. Another 4-drop, so a little awkward. Would like to see a 3-drop into a land if I could have my way. Okay, well, let's blow that up now. Mana efficient. Attack in. We really need to hit a land. Another turtle duck. Oh my goodness. Maybe the opponent is lane screwed too. +2/+2. Give him something to do, so we actually just play out 3-drop here. And Young Young is also an ally. He gets the secret tunnel. It'd be pretty expensive to tap secret tunnel on 2 turtle ducks and pump them. No land, just our 4th drop. That is unfortunate. He can pump here, so we don't attack in. We just probably exhaust for no value other than the 1/1 counter. End of this turn. Is a 3/4 attack in any different than a 2/3? Yeah, it'll block that Earth Rumble Wrestler. So we'll do it here. Okay, let's get some lands with... Did we get some lands? Oh yeah, we have to. We can't play Legend Road that we do with plains, not a mountain. Aang is airbending a non-land permanent, so we can't bounce anything here earthbends like the secret tunnel here. Our airbending lessons don't have that restriction though. Alright, we'll get a mountain. I think it might be better. Is it better to play Aang and Earthbend as Earth Rumble Warriors? I don't think so. Just slam the Legend of Roku here. We did that wrong. We played a land when we didn't have to. No, we did. It was a mountain. It's a mountain. We didn't make a mistake. So these get off the top of our deck. We hit 1 more land drop guaranteed. Still a good thing. Bitter work. It's gonna draw him a lot of cards eventually. But we have good blocks here. If he does attacking with Earth Rumble Wrestlers, we're trading it for a 3/4 and 1/1. Or just a 3/4. We double block. 2, 3. I think Aang is going to be better later. We can potentially get allies off the top of our deck with this. Like Jet, we don't have the mana for it, but we're going to want to bounce, I think, the 7/7 so that we can attack him with Roku later on. Unless we can just blow him up with Jet. So Hakoda can grant indestructible on all other creatures, and Earth Kingdom Protector can grant indestructible on Hakoda. So he's going for unblockable damage now. I don't mind that. He will draw a card every time he does that. Abandoned attachments. Let's toss this mountain. And can we? We can't. It's not like instant speed. Okay. 3, 6, 7 mana. 5, 7. We can do this. Blow up Earth Rumble Warriors and attack in with everybody. But the 3/3 planes. One red pip isn't enough to do anything that would blow us out. You can fire bending less and that's it. We can waterbend end of his turn. Find a 3 power or less creature card in our deck. The only non-hit we have creature-wise is Ran and Shaw. Everything else is 3 power or lower. Badger Mole, that's a good one. 4/4 body and make a 2/2 body, unless he decides to Earthbend on Secret Tunnel even harder here. Set a stop on his end so remember to waterbend. Razor Rings, Airbending Lesson are on the bottom. These are nice cards to have, but we're still doing pretty alright. Okay, Mountain. Bounce Badger Mole. Right, we can make a 3, 6, 7, 8. We can make a flyer right now. Even if we do this, we can still make a 4/4 flyer. Cool. Cool. Okay, so we have a shot. I think we keep it as is. The Razor Rings stays in there. He's willing to invest heavily into the Secret Tunnel attacking, so it's often going to be a 4/4 or a 2/2. And maybe Water Tribe Captain is the only other consideration we make. I don't think it's better than any of the other 23 playables we have, though. Alright, this is for a lot of gems. It's for 1,000 gems, which is a lot to us. Oh, yuck. Do we keep this? No, 2-drop, but our strongest card. Let's hope to hit a Plains or a red 2-drop, which is what? The Deserter's Disciple or the Firebending Student or my. That is like, it's not what we want to see. Unless we see a Plains, then we're happy to see that. Yuck. Okay, well, we can at least play that. It's a red 2-drop. If we hold off, we can copy it with Young, but I doubt that we'll be able to hold off. He gets to play Rumble Arena turn 1 again. I didn't see if he scried top or bottom. Is he colored screwed or just noodling? He's just noodling. Yikes. Hope is scary. He will blow up his Rumble Arena. But this is just half of his 3-drop. He does get to scry again. But we need to slow him down so that we can play out Legend of Roku and pull ahead with that. He didn't show a ton of removal. He just kind of played Boomy and beat us down. So if we can survive the beatdown, maybe our threats will be allowed to live. We can take advantage of that lack of removal. Assuming he didn't just have removal that he didn't have to play / didn't draw. He's really thinking about this scry. I wonder if it's like Boomy, but he doesn't have red mana to play it yet. He likes it. He puts it on top. Okay, Plains, please. It doesn't have to be a Plains. It could be a land, but anything other than like a white playable that we can't cast. No dead cards. I would prefer not to exhaust for no value with Young next turn. So I'm glad we got rid of that land. Toph would be able to attack as a 4/3 here. If we had it. Grabs the mountain. So now I'm scared of moving now. Okay, Plains is perfect. Let's just do this. I know we might not be able to play all 3. Ooh, but maybe we will. 1 mountain, play Cave of 2 Lovers. Play Yip Yip even if it is just to hit him for 4. Because we're not doing anything else with that mana. Yikes. You do beat Rampant. And that's 4 quest counters. And I guess grow Rumble Arena. Airbending lesson, non-land. We do have the non-land restriction on airbending lesson. We're gonna have to take 6 here. That's tough stuff. Another Cave of 2 Lovers. So I guess we do have to not play Yip Yip. Add a Plains mana. Play the Poxbear, I guess. Poxbear plus Cave of 2 Lovers. If we played Water Tribe Rallier, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies. That's not enough to water bend with, so yeah, let's do Poxbears. Toph. Toph is she's a big boy. He's going for it. I think we just have to take 8 here. You could have cunning maneuver. It was better to block with pretending pox bears in case he plays cunning maneuver. He does. Yikes. That may very well cost us the game. Four. It's gotta be K the Two Lovers again. Plus Water Tribe Rallier. I mean, we are affecting the board. He doesn't have unblockable yet. We'll Earthbend for 3 next turn. And we may potentially be able to tap 5 creatures here. Fetch an ally. We're going to be restricted, it looks like, mostly by the white mana that we have. If we can draw planes off the top, that'd probably be the best. Hold up Airbending Lesson and Dakota. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can still Waterbend. I'm gonna have to let him Boomy Bash here. But he can't pump that Turtle Duck. Alright. It'd be nice to make him do something with that Turtle Duck, but he's got like Cunning Maneuver. Oh, I guess he can tap Rumble Arena. Alright, let's get this off. Cool. Yep. Airbending Turtle Duck seems good. He's out of mana. We go to 2. We'll die for Legends Ray. He will get Scry, but he's tapped out. He has only a Turtle Duck left. He likes it. I don't like that he likes it. I guess we play Hakoda for more value. See if we get an ally off the top. Hold up Airbending Lesson. I guess we hold up Airbending Lesson this way as well. As long as we don't attack with our 3/3. Let's play Hakoda. 3/5, so it'll attack us at 4/5. Oh, we can do that. We'll trample, and sack Dakota, and give big booties to our 1, 2, 3, 4. not going to be enough. Might as well attack. He would need 2 things to kill us here. Even if he's got removal for Hakoda, we sack here. We give 5 toughness to our creatures. Is it 5 or 4? It's 5. Okay. Acceptable. Acceptable. Also acceptable. He doesn't have the mana to attack. Okay, Razor Rings is not bad here. He's tapped out, might as well. We can airbending lesson Earth Rumble Warriors and eat the ruffians here. Okay. We can do either airbending lesson or Razor Rings here, not both. Don't play Boomy, don't play Boomy, don't play Boomy. Put it on Turtle Duck again. I'll probably put on Turtle Duck and Earth Rumble Wrestlers. I think I'll save the lesson for his turn so we can actually gain life. Believe it or not. Not an ally, so we can't play it. Let's Earthbend this Earth Rumble Warriors. Ooh, we do get Jet. Jet's a cool guy to get. And we could have potentially attacked with Hakoda before removing his Turtle Duck there, I guess. Holding up Razor Rings. He can't attack through. That's nice. He's hellbent. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 creatures. He has 3 blockers. 5 get through. So we do 8 damage approx if he blocks maximum damage. So next turn will probably just be an attack with Aang, depending on what we draw. Off Hakoda, we don't draw anything off Hakoda. One, two, three, four. We can't attack in with Hakoda. So I guess we just play Firebending Student and hope he doesn't top deck something scary. So now we got 3, 6, 8 creatures, 5 get through. Still, we do 8 damage, 7 damage, 8 damage if we play Razor Rings. And we could potentially win on timer. It looks like, how much do we have left? Also, our will. Yikes. Okay, so now he's incentivized to attack. And he can Earthbend for 4. He's trying to figure out if he's dead on the crackback, though, with limited timer. So if he attacks with a creature here, say he Earthbends and attacks, same 5 get through, he takes 8 damage, but if he attacks with 2 creatures, he's in trouble. If he attacks with Rumble Arena without Trample, we're going to chump with Jet. We'll actually block with Jet and a Mountain and distribute some counters onto our 1/1s. Okay. So we can kill him on the crackback here, as long as he hasn't drawn like the untap specifically. Is this right? And then we kill that with Razor Rings. +2. Figure Firebending Student on the Earth Rumble Wrestlers is more toughness against Trample if he does have something to push through Trample on like the 6 power creature. I don't think there is any more card to play around. He's going to kill the 3/3 instead of the Firebending Student anyways. Just goes on our stinkers. Scry. I think even if he plays Boomy. Oh, he likes it. It must be Boomy. It's 4. Earthbend. And 3, 6, 8, 10. We leave 2 blockers back. In case it is Boomy, he can Earthbend for haste. Planes. I think we have it. What does he have? 4, 7, 8 mana. Even if he had Boomy, good Earthbend out a 4/4, and also exhaust for a 4/4. Razor Rings would keep us alive. Ooh, what a game! Down to the wire. We had some grindy games despite playing red-white. I think that it's solidified now. The Cave of Two Lovers is a great card. Great. It's good. It's definitely a reason to be in red. It feels like not what you want to be doing if you're curving out early. You're slowing down to make 2 stinky little 1/1s on turn 4, but guaranteeing that mountain, Earthbending 3, and you're not always going to be able to curve out and kill your opponent by turn 5. You're going to have to do some early damage, go wide while they draw, and then play a finisher like How to Start a Riot, or ideally that mythic enchantment. That's 3 red and lets your sources do more damage. But Legend of Roku was as great as we thought it would be. Even if you don't play all 3 cards, you exile with it. This is well worth the wait when you finally get that 4/4. We had a game with Roku where we made like 5 4/4 flying firebenders, and Iroh was good. Iroh was good. We made up for our weak 2-drop slot and 3-drop slot by basically casting Rand and Shah, the Legend of Roku, and eventually getting to Jet off the Cave of Two Lovers. So, GG's. We'll take our gems and run. I'll see you next time.